You're so tall. I can't even. You've got to be a model. You're gorgeous.
Well, thank you. I am. Thank you. I'm a model.
Helen Wells?
Years. Yes, I'm signed with Helen Wells.
Dang.
Oh, yeah, this is a good light. I need to get in the sunlight.
Hola, bienvenidos. Welcome. Another Ella and the Moon tutorial. I'm finally doing a crochet one again. It is called Chance of Flurries Crochet Crop Top. It's kind of beginner friendly, maybe more intermediate because of the yarn we're working with here. You will need a J hook, 5.75 millimeter. You will need some scissors. You'll need this particular thread, Loops and Thread brand. It's called Cozy Sherpa. I don't recommend using the Lions brand type of this because it'll shed when you cut it. You're going to start off by chaining a bunch. What you'll want to do is measure around your rib cage. If you want it longer, you'll need to measure around wherever it's going to fall on you, your waist, etc. But for me and for the video, you need to measure around your waist and chain accordingly. You will chain just a couple more, give you a little bit of wiggle room, but not much. So 2 more than what your waist size is. So if you're a 26 waist, then you want it to measure like 27, 27.5. I believe that I chained 64. I'll put it in the description for this small medium top, which will fit a B or C bust line. For an A, you're going to need to take it in a little bit, so you won't need to chain as many. You would need to do about 50 something. So I chain as many as you need. Like I said, I think 64, and then I slip stitch to join. And then after that, I chain 3, and then you will begin single crochets, but you will need to skip the first stitch. Now, the important thing to note while working with this particular Loops and Thread Cozy Sherpa yarn is it's all about the feels. You really have to feel where the stitches are in the beginning, especially the first 3 rounds. There's a total of 6 rounds. So you'll need to feel where the little holes are. And it's pretty easy. You can see me feeling in here to see where they are. The first 2 or 3 rounds take the longest. I'd say they take about 15 to 20 minutes just to find where things are. And then you get into a rhythm of it. So chain whatever amount, slip stitch to join, just like you're making a calla if you've ever made one, or an infinity scarf. And then you will chain 3, go in, skip the first stitch, and then single crochet all the way around, okay? When you get back to the beginning, slip stitch to join, and then you're going to chain 3. And then you're going to start your round 2, which is going to be double crochets. In the UK, you all call them single crochets, but I'm using US terminology. So you're seeing me feel for where the next stitch is as I go around. I start to get in a rhythm. This is a little bit sped up, but I'm chaining 3, skipping 1, and then double crocheting in the next stitch. At the end, I'm going to slip stitch to join, and then we're going to do another round of double crochet. So there are 2 rounds of double crochets, and there is 1 round of single crochets at the beginning. It gets easier to see what you're doing in this second round of double crochets, which is actually round 3, because you're just going to skip over the double crochet from the previous round and double crochet in that chain space. So it actually looks like I'm skipping a chain space. I'm really not. It's just where the double crochet of the previous round falls. This pattern is very, very simple. Like I said, I wanted to call it a beginner pattern, but because of the yarn you're working with and not being able to see the stitches, it really, just the technique of it is an intermediate. So yeah, just go all the way around, then a slip stitch to join at the end, and then round number 4 is going to be triple crochets. So you're going to chain 4 at the beginning and do triple crochets. All right, so we are going into triple crochets. In the UK terminology, these are double crochets, but I'm in the US, so they're triples, also TCs. You are going to chain 4, like I just said in the previous clip. You are going to skip over the double crochet from the previous round and go into the chain space right beside it. You're going to triple crochet in every other chain space. So you skip over a double crochet and you're into the next chain space. That's where you'll go in. All the way around, and then you'll slip stitch to join at the end and do a chain 4. And then when you're doing round 5, when we get there, you're going to start your decreases. Rounds 5 and 6 have decrease at the beginning and at the end. Connect to the top of the previous round. Chain 4. Now you're going to do the decreasing at the beginning. Pull through 3. Yarn over, pull through 3. chain 3, and then you're just going to continue triple crochets all the way around. US terms, of course. In UK it's a double crochet, so skip over the double crochet from the previous round, go over in, chain 3, skip the double crochet from the previous round, triple crochet, chain 3, skip the double crochet from the previous round, there's your stitch, go through. This is the last round. Chain 3, skip over double crochet from the previous round, triple. I'm going to do this all the way till we get to the last 2 chain spaces at the end, and we're going to do another decrease. Connect to the top of the previous round. Chain 4. Now you're going to do the decreasing at the beginning again. So this one, then go into this one, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull 2. All right, we're on there's the last 2 spaces. Well, hold on, let's see. Yeah, these are the last 2 because it's after this double crochet, or this one's attached to. So now it's to decrease again, last decrease. So I yarned over twice for our triple. I'm going to go in, skip that double crochet, go into the chain space, pull up, skip this double crochet, go into the next chain space, go pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 3, if I can, sorry, and then chain 3, and then you're going to slip stitch to connect, bleh. And then yarn over, pull through, and then cut. Find my scissors. They're right here. Cut. Go through. We can hide this in here. It's going to be easy to hide all this in this fluffiness. Ends. So, as soon as I remember, you got to feel for where the holes are. So we pulled through here. Here, I felt it. And hide it in the fluffiness, hide the tail, hide the tail. Okay, and now I'm going to snippity snip. Okay, that should be fine. Now, the next thing you need to do, okay, I need to hide the tail down here too. This is my least favorite part of anything, as I'm sure any crocheter hates this part. And I'll come back around. Okay, that's hidden. All right, so we need to get out a stitch marker. So now we need to fold it in half to find the middle. It looks like this is going to be the middle. I'm going to mark it with this clothespin clip because that's what I have handy. All right, and then we're going to count outwards by 3. 1 chain space, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. We're going to put another marker there. Fine, I got a bobby pin handy. I don't have any stitch markers. Okay. There's 1. And then go the other side. There's 1, if you didn't see it. And I'm going to count 3 out. 1, 2, 3. And then put another one here. All right. And now we're ready to do the straps. Okay. We did 3 out on either side. Let me get my hook, get the yarn, and get started again. Now we're going to do just the basic method of attaching the yarn, but realistically, if this were not a type of yarn that I could hide the tail in and where things hide easily, I would do a different method. I would do the method of folding this in half and affixing it this way, like this, and doing it like that. Okay, that way you don't have the messy tails that you have to put in, and I'd show you another way to feed it into the back. But I don't want to waste more of this yarn because I have very little left. So we're going to just do the regular, add it in and tie it off. So you should be familiar with this. Now for the straps, you really want to measure your shoulder from the top of your bust, like the collarbone, to the back, and to where you want it to fall in the back. I'd say just measure to like upper back, and then bleh. All right, so with the strap, you want to measure and take a measuring tape and measure from your front of your bust, from the top of your bust to the upper back for where you want your strap to fall. It's really up to you. I'm going to go ahead and see how this works out. 1, 2, I think I'm going to do like 20, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, yeah, that should be enough. No, it's not quite enough. It's not going to be enough for... Okay, let's do 24. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's measure that. Let's measure that. Okay, that should be fine. And then, since you have everything lined up, and remember the middle's still here, go into the back double crochet right directly behind it. Okay, I'm going to feed it through this way. Okay, and then I'm going to do a single crochet right here, which you'll never, and then I'm going to pull through and tie it off. And find my scissors again, which have walked away as usual. And I'm going to snippity snip, snip, snip. Here they are. They didn't walk away. Of course, I laid the pattern over top of them. Snip. Now, what I like about this, I use, and I'll show you if you're still watching, tying that loose end, and then give another, pulling the loose end, my crochet hook. All right, pull this other one in it. Oh, what that is. Okay, here we go. Just tail end. Okay. All right, there's one strap. I'm going to show you a project that I did with Lion's Brand Faux Fur, which is a similar type of this. I do not recommend you use Lion's Brand of Faux Fur for this project. Use the Cozy Sherpa. You'll only need one skein. The Lion's Brand sheds really, really bad, especially if you cut it. It just starts shedding like crazy. But I'll show you a project that I did a couple years ago with the Lion's Brand. Now, sorry for moving the camera. I'm going to do the other side, and then I'm going to show you the finished project. And I'm going to show you the project I did with the Lion's Brand. Same type of this. Now, this is Loops and Threads brand. And here she is on the mannequin. You've seen it on Afro Mama. I know it looks way better on her. But just to show you our beautiful work. How about that? Now, hey, what I made with the Lion's Brand faux fur, which it's definitely silkier to touch than the Cozy Sherpa. However, it shed so bad when I had to cut it. I don't know, I still like it, but it's like a little seat. I took the top off of and I kind of just whipped it up. Thanks for making with me. Hope to see you again on the Ella and the Moon channel.